Yeah.
We like go over.
Okay?
Are we going to have to do graph stuff on the test?
No, there are not graph stuff on the test.
Alright.
But you're looking at 25 through 28. Is that the ones? Do this without messing something up.
Did you give us 73 through 77 too? Because I moved that up. I think you did that. Because I wrote down 41 through 61, 65, and 73 through 77. Maybe that was me.
I shouldn't have if I did.
We had 25 through 28, 36 through 49, 55 through 57, 53, and then around 65.
Let's see. Trying to make it reach the. Oh.
What the heck? What the heck happened?
There we go.
I wrote 73 through 77.
Okay, looking at those graphs. I guess it would help to know what the parent function graph looks like of c a to the x. And then we could start rotating off of that. Let's see. So that's what e to the x looks like, exponential growth. So with that in mind, only one of them looks like that. And that would be c. So I think 25 would be c. That's sort of the parent function looking thing. A looks like it got flipped upside down. So I think that would be... Nope, that would need a negative in front of it. I think that would be... Well, 26 would be D, because that's exponential decay. Also, you could have just plugged in some numbers and played around and see what you got. The next two are kind of weird. I'll grant you that. Let's see. I think 28 is B, because if I plug in x equals negative infinity, then this goes to infinity. This little piece goes to infinity. That means c divided by infinity goes to 0. So as x goes to negative infinity, my graph should be going to 0. That's how I told the difference between B and A. If I plug in negative infinity and 27, I get e to the infinity. That goes off to infinity and then a negative sign. So that makes that one A. So try to answer that one quickly, because there's not one like that on the test. It's really more about finding the derivatives. Other questions? Nikita?
43 and 37.
Which ones?
43 and 37.
43 and 37. e to the x minus 4. So dy dx would be e to the x minus 4 times 1. The derivative of x minus 4 would be 1. So that's it for 37.
Okay, I thought it was weird that you just get the same as the side.
Yeah, so yes, y and y prime are equal to each other on that one. 43, g of t equals e to the negative t plus et cubed. So dg dt, well, I've got something cubed, so my first go would be the handling the cube thing. So I'm thinking chain rule here. So the derivative of e to the negative t would be e to the negative t times negative 1 plus e to the t. That's a safe stop. I don't know what CalcChat would do. I don't think you really could do anything more than that. Although I'm sure CalcChat tried. Other questions from 352?
47.
47. Did you try 47?
I
Good.
tried it, and then what I did was not what CalcChat did, and then I kind of followed what they did.
Okay, because the reason I ask is there's two ways to work that problem.
Okay,
You can quotient rule it,
that's what I tried.
okay, then we'll do it that way. Or, so we'll quotient rule it, but you could also, and I don't know which is worse or better, but you could rewrite that with the -1 as an exponent,
Mhm.
and then you've avoided the quotient rule. You still have a mess on your hands, so
Mhm.
if you started with quotient rule, then let's do that. Quotient rule is harder I mean, it's more complicated, but you probably get a more simplified answer, algebraically. If you do this, it's easier, but you're going to have more steps on the algebra end of things. F prime is 0. That's easy. G prime would be e to the x minus e to the negative x. Okay with that? So g f prime would be 0 minus f g prime. Okay, lots of minus signs. We need to be careful. Over g squared. And that would be a safe stop. That would be fine. If we distribute the minus sign, then we could like reverse the order of those. E to the negative x minus e to the x all over e to the x plus e to the negative x squared. And that looks pretty simplified to me. Is that not what CalcChat did? Or do you know?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, you could take e to the negative x and write that as 1 over e to the x and then really get after it to get rid of negative exponents, but this is fine.
That looks a lot simpler than CalcChat.
My guess is they did something with this and then tried to get rid of that negative exponent. But we wouldn't want to do that. That'd be a whole lot of algebra for not a lot of payoff. Okay, any of the last set, 55, 57, 63, 65? We did 65 together, didn't we? Okay. Okay, then we can be good. I'll put that at the beginning of the next video. We'll stop.